everyone, these are the Akkon headlights designed for the 2010, 2011, and 2012 Ford Fusion. It's just a redesign of what was already inside, just maybe designed a little bit more efficiently. The high beams were redesigned here to accommodate the sequential turn signal. So today, I want to show exactly the process. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, just to give you an idea of what's going on in the back, we have the original plug. So it looks like really the installation is just plug and play, which is really great. We have the LED load resistors, and best of all, we have screw-in caps. So much better than those flimsy pieces of rubber, although they're easy to get to, but I like these more. We have the vertical align over here, a little bit harder to get to, but I mean, that's just a small compromise that you're making for an upgrade on the outside. Oh yeah, and I forgot to add, let's maybe look in the inside of these lights. Inside, and by the way, I'll switch to photo mode, so I'll try to maintain the quality of this video, and you can clearly see what's going on here. So there's a connector inside, and there's a little tab that you pull out, just like that, and you'll see the whole bulb back here. And you'll see also that there are metal mounting brackets, or metal mounts, and so you just kind of pull those wires back, and then you can get access to the bulb. So, and that's what those look like. Okay, now look inside the bigger cap. We have another connector that has no tab. There's another metal mounting rod. So you just undo that, and there's your bulb. These are definitely different from the stock bulbs, but as you can see, they are H11 and H7 bulbs. Okay, so I made it to the garage with these giant headlights, and now it's time to talk a little bit about the installation. So to remove the pre-existing headlights and to install these, you will have to remove the front bumper. Now wait, don't leave. It's really not as hard as it sounds. There are some plastic tabs that pop right out, and on the bottom there are some bolts that you have to remove, and you can use a socket or regular wrenches, probably sockets. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that means. Okay, so here we go. We have a tab here, tab there, and tab here and tab there. The wheel well here we have 3 tabs, I guess they're really pins or whatever, to be removed. Right there, and right there. And the same on the other side. Here, here, and there. Okay, and on the bottom, we have those 10 screws. And they're kind of small, so not too bad. Just kind of go along this edge and remove the screws from one side to the next. Now I got the pins out, all of those, and the wheel well. The first thing that happens is, well, that comes off, so now to the bottom screws. Don't forget to remove these screws as well. I almost forgot. Okay, 10mm. Bottom screws you can use 7mm. Okay, those screws are out. Maybe some helpful hints here, or just one. Remove the screws first, and then take out the tabs. Because if you take out the tabs and then remove the screws, I don't know, it should be secure, but you don't want your head to get whacked, because, yeah. All right. Okay, let's try to take that bumper out now. You might need to use a screwdriver to pry off those inside tabs. It just pops right off like that. Okay, now if you have fog lights, you probably just want to get those out of the way. So I'm going to unplug these. All right, so now the bumper is gone. Here's what we got to do. We got to remove that that little screw here, minus that one. And by the way, the bolts securing the headlights happen to be 10mm as well. Okay, so I removed all those screws in the pin. Now you should just be able to slide it out, just like so. And then you have access to all the connectors back here, just like that. And you can remove what you gotta remove, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, comparison between the two. So the next thing I'm going to do is take this and go ahead and plug it in. Okay, and as you can see, harness, headlight. So plugs right in, just like that. This one right here. I plugged it in and mounted it, not securely. I just use this little nut to make sure it doesn't get any ideas and falls on the ground. So let's see if, what it looks like when it's on. Okay, well, there that is. I'll have to turn down the brightness. It's kind of hard to see that, but anyway, yeah. All right, let's try out the sequential turn signal. Okay, pretty cool, yeah? It's really hard to see, but you get the point. You can see the, yeah, there you go. I'll go ahead and install the other one and then you can get full view of everything. Okay, just got both lights in. This light was kind of hard to put in. I think the reason why is because this side has been in a crash. So just a quick note about this LED voltage regulator. Just wherever you can find a place, that's probably the best place anyone could put it, to be honest, since it just hangs around so awkwardly. Basically do everything you did to get the bumper off and then you'll be set. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so here we go. Project is finished. And now this is what we are left with. Some really cool modern looking lights. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see, our lights are on. Those are the low beams and they are not aligned whatsoever. So we're gonna go through the process of aligning them. So what you'll need to do is take a tape measure, come over here to the low beam. Now you'll need to be on a level surface. Measure from the ground all the way up to the center of the low beam bulb, 26.5. So the 26.5 inch measurement will become the horizontal reference height. And that translates into horizontal reference line, which is how tall it'll be on that wall. That is where the highest intensity output will be from these headlamps. Okay, you'll need, for these particular headlights, you'll need an 8mm socket wrench. That'll be the easiest thing possible to make those adjustments. And it's right there. So I'm gonna turn those headlights on. Okay, now the bulb's on. I'm gonna go over here and mark 26.5. Okay, as you can see, we are way, way down. So let's see if we can change that. Okay, so I raised that one up quite a bit. It was really, really low. I'm gonna do the next one. Okay, so I raised those bulbs on up and I think that's a lot more reliable. So, cool. Here are the high beams. Well, there you have it. Now I have 2 upgraded headlamps and 1 stock in my hands instead. So overall, I'm very pleased with the looks and the functionality. I love the sequential turn signal. I really like that modern look, modern fresh look of the daytime running lights. Although I'm not really sure that my car supports the daytime running light feature, which is kind of a bummer. I have automatic headlights. I actually don't know if those features are like an either or for this year model, but even if you don't have the daytime running lights feature, it still runs. That little daytime bar runs at night or whenever the lights are on. And from afar, it looks really cool. It makes the car look really nice, and the turn signal, cool stuff for sure. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. My sincere hope is that it informs you and it wasn't really drawn out and just kind of boring. But anyway, if you like this video, feel free to give it a like. and maybe even subscribe to my channel if you so wish. So, but anyway, thank you for watching.